Alright, hey guys, Daily here, and today I'm going to show you guys the deck I ended up taking to the Maplewood Regionals. This deck was Dragunities. I ended up getting H3 with my record, which kind of sucked. I really should have topped, but whatever. I guess I can always do it sometime during the summer before Nats. I guess the reason I didn't top this week was because I was playing Dragunities. The deck is really good. I'm not even gonna lie. It's very good. I think the build I had was a little bit off. There's a couple things I would want to change to it before I'd ever take it to another event. But the other reason I lost was I really threw one of my matches, and then the other two I just drew horribly in. Like I literally opened up triple Dutch, Zephyros, Match C, and I think a duality where I duality into like two cards and an MST, and then I took the card, and he veilered it, and I just lost really hard from there. And then the other match, I ended up losing. He opened up game one. I was playing it was Harpies like round 5 or 6, and I was X1 at that point. I play the Harpy guy goes summon. He goes set 2, plays Harpy hunting ground, plays Dancer. Dancer pops his own hypnotic sign. He takes his hypnotic sign effect, and then he passes turn. I go card. He says okay. I set 2, get card's effect resolve, and then he Atrace's attack. Atrace attacks my end phase, and then he just kind of loops me into an OTK. And then he flips his. Oh wait, no, he had one other set. Then he stared parties me for game, and I was like, okay, that was just fucking stupid. He made a level chain or something like that and ended up beating me with that. And then I lost the Noble Knights because Medrod's a normal monster when he's summoned and not an effect monster. So I had 3 Fiendish Chain sets. I opened up 3 Fiendish Chains, and then I got beaten down by a Medrod because I didn't have any plays. Like next turn, if I had done anything, I had game because I had Call, I had Ducks in hand with I had just pulled into the Phalanx combo, but I had card and went set 3, and one of my sets was a Call the Haunted, so I was like, okay, I got this shit. I'll just live off that. He ends up wing blasting my end phase, hitting my only back row, and it was a Call the Haunted, and he gave me right there. So I'll show you guys the deck though here, and I'll tell you what changes that make. Alright, so first off, we have one Blackwing Zephyros Elite. I love Zephyros. It's such a good card. It really just kind of won games a lot of time if I opened it early. Double card E. I was playing 3 at the event, but I was borrowing one, so I don't have a third one right now. And I decided I'm probably going to play 2 if I played it again. Double Fossil Dyna. I played these for maximum consistency, but they didn't really help because sometimes I just lose before I could get too many of them off. One guy like drew 3 of them, and he literally just veilered 3 in a row, and then I lost. It was horrible. Double Match C. Match C, same thing, I cut it. It was good, but I don't need it in the main board. Faustina was really good, but I don't want a main board. It just does some matchups don't care about, and they'll just beat over it anyways. And like I have the back row to protect it, but if I draw this and like multiple other monsters, it's kind of shitty. So those are my main non-Dragunity monsters. And then I was only playing these for Dragunities. 3 Phalanx, or 3 Ducks and 3 Phalanx. I really didn't see any point. Anything else is kind of useless. Like this is what you ran in the old build. I was playing Mistletanes to begin with, but they seemed kind of dead. Like they were okay, but they could be really bad dead draws, so I didn't want to play them. If I was to play this build again, I'd cut this monster lineup right here, and I'd have the 2 cards down because these would be good in sideboard, but I didn't really need them for my main board. Like a lot of matchups didn't really care about them. Obviously, if I go out into Heretics, these are really nice, and I was expecting to play a lot of Heretics on the day, and I didn't play a single one. So these were good versus a lot of decks, but I didn't need them at that. I didn't really want them all the time, and match seemed to be drawn too often, or we're getting drawn too often. But yeah, I'll explain what I'd add later. Then for spells, we have 1 Book of Moon, double MST, double Lance, double Cards of Consonance, triple Potted Duality, and triple Upstart. Like I said, I played match consistency. I wanted 3 Potted Duality and 3 Upstart. Made sure I got into my cards early on. The Card of Consonance, I'd probably cut one. Or if I played it again, I'd want to make more targets for it. Like the one card I'd really play in, if I wanted to play it in, was Dragunity Dark Spear. I mean, that card's so good. It lets you revive any of your winged beasts, or any level 4 lower winged beasts. So it lets you bring back these guys over and over again, which is they're pretty strong beaters. I can also just equip those. Dutch can also equip them from graveyard, so they're pretty solid in that fact too. And they're level 3 tuner, so it allows for Black Rose plays. Outside of that, I think my spells and trap lineup was completely fine. I wouldn't change it. 1 Torrential, 1 Warning, 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, double Mirror, double Call, double Roar, triple Fiendish. The only thing that was only these were good, really good sometimes, and other times it was like, okay, if I had something else I'd actually clear this board, it'd be really good. But generally, Roars were pretty good. Everything else was pretty staple. Mirrors were feeling lackluster in some matchups and really good in others, but that's how everything is. Fiendishes, they were good, except for the fucking Harpy matchup. Oh my god, I played 3 harpies I think total, and these were just awful. Like I sided 3 of them out every time. I'm like, okay, there's no harpy hunting ground pop in, they can't be chained, so I just fucked it, sign them out. And in place of that, rows were really good, and I sided some other stuff. Then I'll show you guys the rest of my deck. Then I'll show you guys my sideboard. I don't really have much to say. The main deck is pretty standard. It's just an anti-meta deck that runs Dragunities as an engine for it. Then for the monsters, I was only playing effect failures. I didn't really see anything else in the deck that I want to make room, because I wanted my monster lineup to be pretty small, so I had room for all my spells and traps I needed. So double Veiler, MST, and Nobleman. Originally, I had a hollow MST. I ended up trading it away during the event. I was like, oh shit, I need another MST, so I got that. Nobleman, I expected to play Yugioh, which this deck really trashes hard. It has 1-card Blader drops, basically. So this deck is really good versus that deck, versus Charter Yugioh, which is what I was expecting to play. And I thought this card would be good against Gravekeepers. I didn't play that either, but I saw a bunch of them. Then 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance, 1 Chaos Trap Hole, double Imperial Iron Wall, double Overworked, double Tornado, and double Mistake. So I'll explain some of the cards. Spell Fragrance, I expected to play Fire Fist, so I wanted to bring this card in. Fire Fist, really hate this card so much. It's so good versus them. I mean, they can't activate their tendies. Like, I'd go on my turn, I'd go through all my spells, I'd set my MSTs and stuff, then I'd flip this and I'd pass. And they'd just be like, you know, shit, they'll just like shit out of luck. And a lot of times I was setting my cards with consonances anyway, so it didn't really matter. And if I sided this in, I'd usually set out 1 card of consonants and a duality. So that'd also bring my mistakes and everything. And I just needed room at that point. And then I was playing 2 Chaos Trap Hole. I ended up trading 1 away because I didn't really like to. I really wish I'd only played 1. Sometimes they were kind of dead. But when I wanted them, like the matchups I wanted them, like in Stellars, Prophecy, they're good in. They're just good in a lot of matchups, so it's nice to play them. And then in Zectors, I played in Zectors, and this was hilarious. I think he summoned, it was either Dragonfly or Hornet at one point, and I Chaos Trap Hold, and he just like scooped from there. Like he's like, I can't win at this point. Double Imperial Iron Wall. Double Overworked. These are really good in every match. These are really good in a lot of matchups. Harpies, these just put in work. Like he went for a huge board drop one time, and I was like, okay, Overworked, and just everything wiped. Double Dust Tornado and double Mistake. Mistake was really good too. My Prophecy matchup was great. Dirty matchup was great. I mean, like I ended up playing like the really hard matchups. Like Constellars isn't too bad until they get their Pleiades on board. Just like a bitch to play against them. Like I should have beaten my matchups that I lost. It kind of sucked. On Noble Knight should have been really easy, but I ended up fucking up once and losing 2 cards to get rid of one of his cards, which is just shitty. And then yeah, I just had to play bad versus that. That was bad. My fault. I lost to that matchup for game 2. I should have 2-0'd him, but whatever. So yeah, that was the sideboard. I think it's all pretty standard. Dust Runner was definitely one of the MVPs. I didn't bring Iron Wall in any matchups. I thought I might need it for something, but I never played Bujins, and I never played any Chaos decks or any Dragon Ruler decks. Then we have 1 Gachi, because I was playing, at one point I was playing 3 card car, 3 Phalanx, and 2 Max C's, so I figured, okay, bring Gachi. And then Daigusto Phoenix. I actually did make an OTK with this guy, because I had a Stardust on board for someone, and then I had Valor Karkar. So then I went Phalanx. I went Dust. Dust effect brings up Phalanx. And then I had the card on board, so I was like, okay. I just overlaid those 2 for Daigusto Phoenix, detached and targeted my Stardust, and I hit him for 8,200 for game. Then Ice Beast Zero Fine. This card was sick. I loved everything about this card. And Lightning Chidori as my other monster. It was okay. Like Lightning Chidori, I didn't like going into it, but sometimes like there was times I had to. Like as last resorts, I would call the hunt in my Duchess back and make this if something happened. I didn't really want to do it, but there's times I had to. Daydurd, HTS Psyhemoth, Triple Vajrayana. Never made, the one time I made Psyhemoth, I lost. Like I hated it with a burning passion. Like it was terrible. No, I would never play that again. I'd make extra space for something else. Like even like a Black Rose or Catastrophe, just in case I'd ever have a chance to run into it. Strap, Stardust, Colossal, Crimson, Stardust Radiant, or Stardust Spark, and Trident Dragon. Cards I never went into. Colossal, I didn't play Bujins, which is the only reason it's in there. And I went to everything else, I believe, in here. Yeah, I made everything else. I made Daydurge once. He wasn't that useful. Like it was only the time I had a Phalanx in hand, and I was like, whatever, I'll make it. So I have double Phalanx and Drave just in case I need to play with it. Really, nothing else was made. I probably should have used a Ptolemy, because there was a time where I could have made 2 6s, and a Ptolemy would have been great, because I would have been able to have my Dutch by 10 and kept playing. But besides that, I mean, I did pretty good. X3 is not terrible. But yeah, you look at a deck like this, and it's really underrated, but I still think it's powerful. I'll explain to you guys some of the changes I'd make if I was to play this again. I'll pull out some of the cards. I know for a fact what I'd do if I was to change it already, because I think there was some cards in there that were pretty lackluster for the game one, but would have been nice for game two. I'd put in this. This is one of the things I'd put in right away. Mist Valley Falcon. Like, I was playing all those bounce cards, so I was like, well, this would be pretty good. I'd put in Mist Valley Falcon, and then these. These are so good. Like, I'd play it like Falcon control to some point, whereas like I'll show you what I cut and everything. And since I already have one spot open anyways, I cut these. I'll cut those. Like, these were lackluster outside of some of the games, like the double match, the double dyna. And then yeah, I could play these, and like these give me more cards of consonant. Sorry, it's sale offer equips off ducks, and I believe they don't have anything to do with that. But I mean, you look at it like you can just tribute a Dragunity, bring out something else. So like if I had a Phalanx on board and I had this guy, I could go tribute the Phalanx, or I could tribute him and drop that and make Vouch plays and stuff like that. I think it'd be pretty interesting to play this guy because he's just good in general too. This may come in. This is one of those on another card where it's like, okay, it's really good, but I don't know if I'd play it. Soldier's nice. I think if I had played this build and added safe zones to my two safe zones, then I would have won. I would have won a lot more matchups, but like, I didn't have my safe zones with me. My friend was running them into Sam's, so I was like, shit. Well, I don't have safe zones for these matchups. Whatever. I won't play it. Then I won't run the Falcons, which I was tempted to do in the first place. I'll explain the reason I didn't run Gold Sark or Tempest. When you look at Tempest and Gold Sark, they like seem really good on paper. But when I was testing, like Tempest was a -1 at best. Like to use its effect to ditch for I had to ditch for Mistletoe. The only time I never wanted to ditch for Mistletoe. Like these cards were horrible. I hated them. Everything about them. They're just awful. Like Foolish Barrier, Gold Sark in this. Foolish Barrier, yeah, it's good if I'm pulling Duxes, which I wasn't. There was games I didn't see like a single Dux and end up beating him down with a Zephyros, Call the Haunted into Phalanx Tumble or something like that. And like it's a -1, and maybe I'll get my Dux in the hand. Like it's not guaranteed anymore. And even when it was, people didn't. I don't even think that many people played it. Tempest, I didn't want to really banish my guys. I liked having my call targets. Like call was really good in my matchups. I really liked having call targets. I liked having the I didn't like this guy. I just never liked him. I didn't want to ditch my cards either out of my hand because I wanted to hold advantage for some people. In Gold Sark, it would have been good, but if you get Tempest in the hand, it's completely dead. Like there's a reason I didn't run this build. I did originally and I tested it. It was decent, and then you had these huge, horrid, awful brick hands where like I'd open like this and I'd be like, okay, well, yeah, I don't know. Like I'd sit there like I don't fucking know how to play it. Another thing is I didn't run Garuda. Garuda was okay, but it was really situational. Anything that's not summonable is horrible in this type of deck where it's an OTK anti-meta deck. Because like you can't summon something, you're probably going to lose at that point. Because if you can't summon, you can't really play. And then a spell card I play is Copen of Dildos. This was really like I looked at this and it was really good, but I cut a lot of my wins out of the deck. And if I was to replay it, I'd change it completely. I'll show you guys a new build once I get it done again. But yeah, there's a lot of changes I'd want to make. And the reason for not running these like I was gonna run this too, and like a lot of people looking at like were like, what, you're not running Legionnaire Atlas? But like you look at it, like it's good, but it's like it takes up so much space to run these extra, and they don't contribute to your win condition. They don't stop your opponent. It's a 1-for-1 sort of. So you have to play cards to get rid of Atlas, or you have to get rid of Atlas somehow. And outside of cards of consonants, it's not really worth it. But yeah, so I'll give you guys an updated build eventually here. I think Dragunities definitely have potential. I'm looking at playing Dragunities and relinquish Piper for the rest of the format here. Because Dragunities are really fun, and I like their playstyle where it's like, hey, grind to the OTK. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe and check out my channel for more. If you want to see some gameplay with this, remember to subscribe, and I'll be doing some more eventually. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.